Most men going through divorce receive plenty of legal and financial advice. Very few of us receive honest relationship education. I invited 3 intelligent, self-aware women into a conversation about what relationships taught them, what they learned about themselves, and what they wish men understood before entering into another relationship. This is not about blaming men. These women took real responsibility for their own patterns and habits and behaviors. They also named what emotionally mature women are no longer willing to carry for us men. Here are the lessons I believe every man should hear before dating again after divorce.
We cannot be responsible for other people's wounds, but we can be responsible for us. And so at the end of the day, the responsibility is on our shoulders to make sure that we're healthy and we understand our standards and our boundaries and what is good for us, and to honor that.
The lesson is not that a man has to be perfectly healed. It's that he must be responsible for his healing. A partner can support you, but she should not have to identify your feelings, communicate your needs, manage your anger, repeatedly convince you to participate in the relationship.
This is a really long grieving process because this is the relationship in which I discovered that love doesn't conquer all. Because the love was so strong in this relationship. I still love him so much. And we kind of walk differently in the world.
Mm-hmm.
We come from very, very different backgrounds and different desires for a future and how we see like a fulfilling, meaningful life. And I also couldn't surrender my fate and, join my fate with his fate because I felt like there was too much of an incongruence there.
A relationship can have real love and still be unable to support 2 whole people. Men often stay because love is present, but love can't overcome incompatible values, different futures, emotional unavailability, or the requirement that one person has to shrink.
I would say that number 3, not by any means that this is thirdly important, because this is really important, is the one question that I ask when I'm on a date is, if you needed to choose between honesty and peace, which one do you choose? And that will tell me everything I need to know about the person.
What do you prefer?
Well, so for me, it's honesty. Because you can always get to peace through honesty. You will never get to honesty through peace. So honesty is number 1.
Many marriages don't fail because there was too much honesty. They fail because difficult truths were avoided until distance and resentment became permanent. Keeping the peace is not the same as creating peace. Real peace is built through truth, honesty, accountability, and repair.
My biggest green flags are consistency, which has been amazing, and someone who lives from a place of joy and has resolved their anger, the question, who do you still need to forgive and what is holding you back from doing that, has always been a great question for me in a relationship, because a heart that holds anger doesn't really have the capacity to hold love. So definitely consistency, which has been amazing, and the expressiveness of how someone, the ability, the courage and just the self-confidence to express how they feel, not love bombing, but expressing how they feel. And a big green flag for me is what their relationships are with everyone else in their life. Do they have relationships that are decades long? Do they, are they part of community?
Your next partner is not going to evaluate you only by how you treat her during the honeymoon phase. She'll notice how you relate to everybody. She'll notice how you speak about your former wife or partners, whether your children trust you, whether your friendships last, and whether your words consistently match your behavior.
Eliana, what do you want to see in men?
A masculinity that isn't controlling, curiosity, prioritizing communication, slowness, gentleness, play, not taking themselves too seriously, but also knowing who they are and how they wish to show up. Introspection.
These women were not asking men to become more passive. They were asking for grounded masculinity, which is strength without control, confidence without performance, desire without entitlement, and leadership without domination. The question is not simply whether you can attract a woman, it's whether she can remain fully herself in your presence. Divorce can leave a man asking, what did she do to me? That question may be necessary, but it's not enough. The question that changes your future is, who did I become in that relationship? What did I contribute? And what must I learn before I love again? This is the work I do with men before, during, and after divorce. Not merely helping them survive the ending, but helping them become the man who does not repeat it. If you're navigating divorce and want to understand the patterns you don't want to carry forward, send me the word ready. Click the link in the bio for a free discovery call.